Mongoose Shake here with a video to talk about something that's come up on my channel, and it's a question that's been posed to me a couple of times. Why am I not the biggest fan of the Nerf Modulus Mediator? Well, it's not that it's a bad blaster. I would label it dead on mediocre. And just a little snippet about that term. Mediocre does not mean bad, it means average. And I think that this has both good and bad about it, and that makes it fall right into the average category. And the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of this falls into the one simple fact that Nerf took this whole vertical pump grip side magwell blaster idea, and they've done it before a couple times, and they did it better, in my opinion. This thing here is not bad. Again, I'm going to repeat that. It is comfortable in the pistol grip. I find it to be cramped here. That's my personal taste. Now, where the small and compactness comes into play, and let's just point out how compact this thing really is. A Retaliator is small. When you take all the attachments off, it is not any bigger than another pistol. Well, put those together. Looking at that, the Mediator is really not much bigger than a Retaliator. And I think that's what Nerf was going for. They wanted to make something that's basically a slam fire pump action, vertical foregrip Retaliator with a side magwell. Because you gotta do this, to get this compact, you have to do the side magwell. I mean, you could do a vertical one, but it has to either be vertical or sideways mounted, one or the other. You can't have the bottom grip or bottom magwell as well as a vertical foregrip that close. And with this idea, I think that's what they're going for. They made this squished together as much as possible to where it's only a couple inches longer than a Retaliator, with slam fire, with a vertical pump grip. That is nice. Very good if you're going to do close quarters. And I might actually feature this in gameplay when I do start attending my nearby Nerf arena that opened up. I'm going to kind of wait for worse weather, because if I'm going to pay to play, I'm going to make it when I don't really want to do it outside. But this would be ideal in a close quarters arena. And to get to the whole point of the video, why, if I've just said all of that, why don't I feature this a little higher on my lists? This thing's the reason. The Nerf Rampage. It was the previous generation vertical pump grip side magwell blaster. It features better ergonomics overall. Pistol grip is the standard elite grip that feels very good. Basically, same grip that's on your Retaliator. If you like the Retaliator, you're going to like the grip on this. It fits your hand nicely. It's in no way, shape, or form odd. The foregrip is contoured instead of just being a vertical stick like the Mediators. Because if you've never held a Mediator, it literally is just a round stick. There's no bend, there's no angle to it. It's just that, a stick. This feels nice. It feels contoured right for my hand, and as an adult who's 5'10", that's saying something. This might actually feel a little large for the smallest of kids, but hey, for us who are adults and playing Nerf, this fits, and it fits right. Like when I drop this into my hand, it's not too close, it's not too far, it's just right. The Mediator feels cramped, because just like I did with the Retaliator, let's put this side by side. There's the grips, the pistol grips, basically lined up. I have to move inboard quite a ways to grab that. Let's drop the Rampage and keep that pose. I had my hand out here for the Rampage. I have to come in like this, and when I do, I now feel bunched. It just may be me, but I do. The Rampage, on the other hand, feels just right. And by stretching out a little bit, you see I have a 25 round drum here. That does not interfere with my bicep in any way, shape, or form. I've ran 25 round drums on, right here I have the 10 round banana style Modulus mag, but let's throw in the drum. Well, right here, you get tight you feel like you want to kind of push it away from yourself. It's all personal preference, but that just feels compact. Now, if I used it a lot more, I might get more used to it. However, a short mag seems to just work better for this. But if I were going to take it to an arena, you want to have high volume of ammo capacity. But this right here, I just think Nerf did it better with the Rampage. And the key points would be, the Rampage feels more comfortable. The Rampage is more powerful. I tested this on my chronograph, the Mediator, and I came up with an average around 65 to 66 feet per second. Now, other people have chronographed this. I'll mention Coop. He came up also with the exact same 65 feet per second average that I did. So mine's not 11. It's just, unless both of ours is. But they are under elite par. I have 2 Rampages. This is a stock one I keep in my loaner bin. My personal one here, this one was slightly modified. Before I modified it or touched it in any way, shape, or form, I chronographed it. And I was reading just over 70 feet per second at 70.5 to 71. This one sits dead on at 70 feet per second. Sometimes at 69, depending on the darts. And that's exact elite average, right around 70. So if you're not a modder and you just want to grab it, this outperforms the Mediator. Modded, sky's the limit. But personally, Rampage with more power, better ergonomics, and the third thing, you can thrift these now. It'll be a while before Mediators are cycled into the second-hand realm of blasters, but these are everywhere because the Rampage has been out for years. So you can go pick these up for $5. You can go pick them up cheaper than that. I have seen them for $2.99 before. Mediator is $20 at retail price. That's what you're going to pay. Rampage, you can find deals on them. All you have to do is look. So for availability and cost, stock performance, and then ergonomics, that is something I would always turn to the Rampage because of, over the Mediator. Doesn't make the Mediator bad. Like I said, it's more mediocre. It's got good and bad about it. The Rampage, I think, just came before it and did the same exact thing as it in a better way. And that's why, hopefully this explanation was very thorough, but that is exactly why I'm not as big on the Mediator. Because, well, I've got 2 Rampages, and I like those. I like them better. It's one of my top 10 favorite Nerf blasters of all time. And that's saying a lot. But doesn't mean the Mediator's terrible. After I've had this thing sitting in the loaner bin now for a long time, I'm probably eventually going to tear it down and mod it up. And then I'll see exactly how much I end up liking it. I'll probably make it one of my close quarters pump blasters. Whereas I'll keep a Rampage for a little bit more as my secondary. Because this one I run in a single point sling over my left side as a big backup with 35 round drum, so I have something with high volume of capacity ready to go that's pretty much primary working. But that's my comparison of the Rampage and the Mediator and why I prefer the Rampage. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that it explains in good depth of my reasoning between why I have a preference. This is my name is Jake, and I do thank you for watching.